ESPN, not very happy with you right now. It's not that this is a new scenario, but I'm getting absolutely sick of it. I don't like it. Doesn't make any sense. You guys are supposed to be the worldwide leader in sports. No ball. No ball. Because you're not right now. We're going to go over the scenario that they kind of laid out. Something that I don't like at all, but we'll go over it. Not good. Check out our sponsor, Stead Foods. Check out Stead Foods, a Minnesota-based candy company specialized in delicious chocolate bars. They have something for everyone, and of course, my personal favorite, caramel crack, will keep you coming back for more. It is just super delicious. Use code VC10 for 10% off and use the link on the screen or in the description. Again, use code VC10 for 10% off and use the link on the screen or in the description. Okie dokie. Let's get into this a little bit. I'm going to pull up the article here. A piece of the article. This is 2025 NFL offseason projecting bold moves in free agency and draft. Now, I have to say they put bold in there just to cover their butts a little bit. This would be very bold, but also be very stupid. So maybe they should have just put projecting stupid moves in free agency and draft. Aaron Schatz, I appreciate you, my guy, but this is just not it. So he laid this out for the Minnesota Vikings. Sign quarterback Sam Darnold to a long-term deal and trade J.J. McCarthy for picks. I'll just read this real quick. This seems like an absurd idea after the poor wildcard game Darnold had in the playoffs against the Rams. You don't say. But that was just one game against a very strong young defensive line. How about the game before versus the Lions when we were fighting for the number 1 seed? He couldn't hit the water if you were standing in a boat. It was horrible. For the entire regular season, not for the entire regular season, he had about 3 or 4 clunkers. Darnold was surprisingly good, ranking 14th in QBR. Let's give him a long-term extension. 14th in QBR, long-term extension, trade away our top 10 draft pick from last year. Let's do it. After adjustments for the players around him. He will still be just 28 next season while we have a 22-year-old, about to be 22-year-old waiting for very cheap. But he's just going to be turning 28. He's only 28, all right? And he probably could be signed for a similar contract to the one Daniel Jones signed with the Giants. Anytime you bring up Daniel Jones' contract, eat the paper, throw it up, and throw it in the garbage because it's not what you want to do. No, because this could be a Daniel Jones situation all over again. But for those teams looking at Sam Darnold, Raiders, Titans, Steelers, whoever, yeah, give him a long-term extension. He deserves it. Just not with my Vikings. Vikings would have a reasonable out after a couple of seasons if Darnold does not continue to play at a high level. You know, you could just have a couple of seasons of horrible football or below average quarterback play, but you're giving him a massive contract. Might as well get stuck. Why not? The Giants are doing great, right? They're doing absolutely fantastic with Daniel Jones at quarterback. Oh, wait, he's with the Vikings. Actually, no, he's a free agent. He was with the Vikings after they cut him. So go back to your first sentence in the article. This seems like an absurd idea. Yes, it does. And I just wanted to talk about this because it just annoys me. Like, this conversation shouldn't even be had. The Vikings are not signing Sam Darnold to a long-term deal. Now, if they do, I'll eat my words. I'll come on here and tell you I'm stupid. But it's not happening. The thing that really ticks me off is trade J.J. McCarthy for picks. Just 6 months after Kevin O'Connell, after J.J. tore his meniscus, not his ACL, Craig Carton, that the Minnesota Vikings and Vikings fans should be absolutely ecstatic because we finally found our franchise quarterback. But 6 months later, we'll trade him for picks. After moving up to get him at pick 10 months ago. For a guy, Sam Darnold, now we did win 14 games. But let's throw it all away for Sam Darnold, who's been absolutely atrocious up to this year until Kevin O'Connell, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison all saved his butt for the majority of the year. Walking him through the steps, getting wide open passes. Now, Sam made a plethora of good plays. I'm not here to bash on Sam. Sam's a good quarterback. if he's in the right position, right spot, right organization, right franchise. He's a good quarterback. But I will not essentially throw away J.J. McCarthy for a guy that has had one good year, and you want to throw $40 million a year at him? No. Smart organizations, smart GMs, good head coaches, they will not do that. They will not let that happen. Now, Aaron Schatz here, ESPN here, they could cook that up. I know this says bold. It's not bold, it's stupid. And I will leave it at that. I do not like this idea. This idea is not happening. I respect Aaron coming and writing this because it is bold and it's gonna leave some talkers, and I'm here talking about it right now. But when we needed him most last year, he turned into a pumpkin, and that doesn't sit right with me. It was bad. 14th in QBR is fine. It's average still. Why are you throwing it? Okay, you have to bring up 14th overall in QBR. Why? It's average. It's not that good. He's going to be only 28. Okay, but you're going to give him $35, $40 million a year. You have a rookie sitting here with 4 more years on his contract that we just drafted 10th overall. Give him the reins. Build a roster around him. Kevin O'Connell, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah have been saying, what can we do to build the best roster? You don't throw $40 million at a average to slightly above average quarterback. It's not good team building. It's not how you win games. It's not how you win Super Bowls. It's not how you build your roster. But again, I'll leave it at that. Just something that I thought was very interesting. I needed to talk about a little bit. So, like I said, this isn't the first time I've seen this scenario, and it probably won't be the last until Sam Darnold signs with the Raiders in 3 weeks. But we'll see. Skull, baby.